Good morning, we are school number 1 performing To See the Stars by Cynthia Mercati. Please start time.
In the black winter of 1909, when we bled and died on the picket line, we showed the world a woman could fight, and we rose and we won with a woman's might.
It's not fair. 6 days a week we work at Johansson's for 12 hours a day.
As if it's better anyplace else. It's not fair. If we're late just a minute in the morning, they dock us half a day's pay. As if it's better anyplace else.
It's not fair that we have to pay Mr. Roth to rent the very machines that we sew on and the very crates that we sit on,
Crates, mind ya, not chairs.
the very oil that makes our machines run, and the needles and the thread, and if we don't pay up, we're sacked.
So you gotta kick back some dough to the floor boss. So what?
That's the way things work.
And if we should get sick and miss just one day,
We're sacked anyway.
and that's how it is. 12 hours a day, 6 days a week.
What right do you have to complain? You're just factory girls.
We're shirtwaist girls.
What's that?
Shirtwaist or blouses, you ignorant man?
Cotton blouses with high-necked collars and big billowing sleeves.
This is a shirtwaist,
A cheap shirtwaist.
just like yours.
Only the Vanderbilts can afford the ones made out of taffeta and silk. And costing $6.95.
Nothing could cost $6.95.
They make the sleeves. I make the collars and the cuffs.
I make the buttonholes,
And she snips the thread.
Snip, a snip, a snip.
You're still just factory girls. And immigrants too, most of you.
So am I.
Greenhorns.
me too.
What of it?
See, what of it? So greenhorns shouldn't expect more than what they get?
You don't like how it is here. Go back to the old country.
Never.
I come to America for a finer life.
And have you found it, that final life?
Not yet, but I will.
You won't. You'll sleep on 3 chairs pushed together for the rest of your days, just like me. You'll wear cheap clothes and eat cheap food, and if you lose this job because of your big mouth, you'll take home peace working on less than you do now.
Maybe not. Maybe things will be different for me.
Things will get different for people like us.
They could, if we make them different. Listen to her.
She could marry a millionaire.
See, I will marry Mr. Sears and Mr. Roebuck.
Marry Mr. Rockefeller. They'd have to give us a day off for the wedding.
They wouldn't give us a day off for our own funeral.
That is your thing. Good morning, Mr. Ross.
Thought I heard some angry voices out here.
Not for me, Mr. Ross.
It's a poacher.
What was that, Bridget?
You heard never a word from me, Mr. Roth.
You girls should be glad you got work. You should get down your knees and thank Mr. Johansson for keeping you on.
Should we?
Anya, New York's crawling with girls who need jobs. Girls who talk nice to the bosses and don't sass back. I found you today, I had another one just like you tomorrow. A pair of hands, that's all you are. That's all any of you are. Pair of hands. Isn't that right, Teresa?
See, Mr. Ross.
Dirty immigrant. Don't make no difference to me and get your $4 a week, but that makes a big difference to you. Aren't I right, Clara?
Yes, Mr. Ross.
Clara, I told you I don't like girls coughing all over the place. I told you. It bothers me.
Yes, Mr. Ross.
Now you keep coughing, and it keeps bothering me. What do you think I just might have to do?
I don't know, Mr. Ross.
I just might have to let you go.
It's just a cold.
Oh, almost time to move into work, ladies. Don't be late. And don't forget what I said. Don't none of you forget.
Some people have a mighty high opinion of themselves.
As long as he can hire and fire us, he can have any opinion he wants.
We all know what side you're on.
There's only one side. I spitted Mr. Ott, I spitted him. I mean, when he's not seeing, I spitted Mr. Ott.
Someday, I'm gonna tell the likes of Mr. Martin Roth exactly what I think of him.
And that's the day you'll be unemployed.
It's a coward you are, Margaret Murphy.
It's a coward with a job is what I am, Bridget Feeney.
Every day, we sit at those machines, walk up those rickety stairs, heads down, backs bent.
Mouth shut.
And that's the way they want us.
Maybe we're all cowards.
Well, maybe that's because we haven't given ourselves the chance to be anything different. I'm tired of waking up every day with nothing to look forward to. Nothing to tell me that tomorrow is going to be better.
Because it won't.
But it could be. If we're angry, if we're fed up enough, we have to fight back.
There isn't any way.
There is.
There isn't. They've got us stuck. The lid's on tight.
We could strike.
Anya Rosen, you're a dreamer.
All my life, people have been telling me that. Telling me, Anya, you're a dreamer. Why is it always you that makes the mess? You that causes the trouble. Ever since I was a little girl, people have been telling me that. Telling me to be some other way than what I am. Especially Papa. I told him one day that I wanted to read his paper. And he said, girls don't care about the news. Ever. And one day when he came home from work, he saw me sitting in the stoop, talking politics with the men. And he told me, grabbed me away and said, girls don't discuss anything. And when I told him I wanted to go to high school, he said,
girls don't need an education. They need a husband.
and that's when I said I wasn't ever going to get married.
Which is when I said, Anya, girls always get married.
But not all girls, Papa.
Not the ones with the fuzzy hair or the squinty eyes, maybe, but the ones like you, the pretty ones. They get married.
Well, what if there was something else I wanted to do?
Like what? Be president?
Maybe.
Anya, girls get married, they have children, and their husbands take care of them. That's the way things are done. That's the way things have always been done.
Well, what if the husband dies, like you did?
Then your children take care of you.
What if the children can't take care of you, or won't?
That you ask too many questions.
Papa, don't you want things to change for me, for the family?
Change isn't always good. At least now you know what you've got. If things change, they might get worse.
What if they get better?
And what if they get worse before they get better?
Well, maybe it'll be worth it.
So now you're telling me, you, a girl of 17 with no education and no money, is going to change the world all by yourself.
If I don't, then who will?
Anya, you're a dreamer.
All right, girls, time to move on into work.
Peaceful picketing of the workplace is a guaranteed right by New York state law.
Is it now?
Yes, you could look it up.
Maybe I'll just do that sometime. But right now, I got orders to clear you girls off the street.
We're workers like you, underpaid, living in tenements. Why are you fighting against us? Why not fight with us?
We fight for what man pays us.
Fight for whoever you want. We're gonna stand fast.
You got a pretty big mouth on you for a girl and an immigrant.
Yes. And I got a pretty big fist too.
Hey, look what I caught myself.
Yeah.
A Mick. How about a kiss, Mick?
Stop it!
I never kissed an honest-to-God box-shotting potato eater before.
Let her go.
Please stop. Please, Teresa.
Put me down.
Hey, Ida, got any garlic hanging in there?
I bit at you.
Why are you doing this? We haven't done anything to you, please!
This ice
Smells too bad.
This one stinks, too. Hey, Mick, ever hear of a bathtub?
Say this to bloody English you are.
Come on, girls, don't be scared. Right through here.
If you go into that factory, you're taking our jobs. Girls just like both of you. If you go into that factory, you're selling us out.
Hey, they just want an honest day's pay for an honest day's work.
You're selling yourselves out.
If you go into that factory, you're scared.
Shut up, you stupid cow. Now get in there.
I don't know about this anymore, Mr. Roth.
You want the money or not?
We all need the money.
My mother, she's so sick. She might die if we can't get the medicine she needs.
And we'll help you. Each of us will put in a few cents.
None of you's got a few cents. Now get in there. They gonna sit around here all day. I ain't nursemaid, you little brat. What are you waiting for?
You didn't say we taking jobs away from other girls.
You want to work or not?
Not like this. Give me a sign.
Give it a sign.
Margaret, don't say one of them.
What if I am?
Then you're a traitor.
Come on, get going.
Take your hands off me.
Watch your mouth, girl. I can put my hands wherever I like.
Margaret, is that how you want to be talked to for the rest of your life? Is that how you want to be treated?
You know it's not. But Pa said if I come home without a job, I don't come home. It's like I said before. There's only one side in this.
All right, girls. What's it gonna be? In there or out here?
We're not gonna go back into that factory until Mr. Johansson listens to us.
You'll be standing here until Hades freezes over. Take care of him, Stoll.
With pleasure. Come on, boys. I'll make that about 12 seconds longer.
So you tried it on your own, Anya Rosen.
What are you doing here?
And who are you? Londonderry strikebreakers?
This is Joe Russo, member of the Women's Garment Workers Union. He told me to go home and darn socks instead of going on strike.
You should have listened to me, too.
Who told you we were in here, Mr. Russo?
No one. Your wildcat strikes in all the morning papers.
Bridget Feeney. In the papers. With the Vanderbilts.
And the obituaries.
The matron said we couldn't have any visitors.
She said we couldn't have anything.
See, she wouldn't even give Clara the cup of the water.
She had to let me see you. I told her I was your lawyer.
We don't need a lawyer.
Yes, we do.
All right, we do, but not you.
You don't have a lawyer, you have a law student.
So tell us. Why were you arrested? We weren't the ones doing wrong.
See, we were
you have enough dough, you can get anything you want in this city. Need a cop look the other way? Hand him a cigar. Find the right one, hand him a cigar with a $100 bill wrapped around it. Need a favor from a judge? There's plenty of them for sale.
Does everyone do it then? All the higher-ups?
Lots more than don't. Bankers, builders.
Factory owners.
The matron said she would let you out if you paid your fine.
$10 or 10 days for each of us.
As if we have $10 between us.
That's not enough. Thanks.
It'll be all right, Clara.
I asked around about Johansson's and the other shirtwaist factories too. That's all he said.
And you are surprised.
Find a rich husband, Anya. Quit the factory, leave the east side, have a decent life.
Rich husbands. That's your answer for us. There aren't enough rich men in the world for all of the factory girls.
That's my answer for you. I'm only here to tell you I'm sorry it ended this way.
It's not ending. I'm going back to the factory, and I'm going back on strike.
Those thugs were just giving you a warning the other day. Next time they'll split your skulls open.
I am not afraid.
You should be. I knew a boy once. He was picketing his factory just like you. Until his hired guerrillas showed up. They beat him up so bad he couldn't talk for weeks. He couldn't walk for months.
And was he scared off? That boy that you knew?
That's not the point. It's different for a woman.
It is not. It is not different for a woman.
I told you, Anya. I told you again and again where all your big ideas would lead you. I asked you, what is it you want, Anya? The moon from the sky?
Don't you see, Papa? Right now, we're just dust on the ground. But I want to see the stars.
On behalf of the International Ladies Garment Workers Union, I welcome all of you to Cooper Union Hall.
Well, Mr. Abraham Lincoln himself permitted a speech, see?
Yes, indeed he did. Thank you, young lady.
You're very much welcome.
This meeting was called due to the continuing wildcat strike at Johansson Shirtwaist Factory.
And a bloody medical it is too.
In response to this strike, many other factories have had girls walk out. There's even been talk of this union supporting a citywide strike. I appreciate the girls' enthusiasm, but I don't think they understand the magnitude of such an undertaking. New York has over 30,000 girls employed in over 600 shirtwaist factories.
So what?
So, no male workers have ever pulled off a full-scale strike of such size. As for females, well, women are simply not capable of bearing the relentless, exhausting demands of a lengthy strike.
We've been bearing those demands for months already.
Indeed we have. We were not noticed, and it's November. The rain is soaking through our shoes and the cold is shaking in our bones. But we haven't given up.
And what happens when winter comes? Will you keep marching in the
It's already-
cold and the snow?
It's already here.
Look, most of you don't even have winter coats.
Everybody pause. You guys are doing really, really good. We really need to fix something on this blocking. Okay, so, Taylor's chair is perfect, your chair is perfect. Take your chair and scoot it back one. You scoot yours back like a foot. Pause. And Teresa, you scoot yours back another foot. Good. So that they're angled more, that opens them up more, because if they're kind of standing behind you, they're angled so tight. And when you say that whole thing, not just about, all of the lines, start talking to him, but talk to everybody else. Avoid the temptation to turn and talk to Ben. Now please pick it up from where you just said.
I have absolutely no
You
idea
were doing
where
so
I
good
just
too, okay. You have indeed, most of you don't even
Oh,
have
okay,
winter
okay.
coats. Go.
Look, most of you don't even have winter coats. And you certainly can't afford to buy any.
Anger. That's what the people want.
Look, it's the natural order of things that women should be led, not lead. Therefore, I move that this union refuse to listen to any more of these silly demands for a general strike.
And I move that we not listen to another bloody word out of your mouth.
I can move anything.
Well, then I'll join. We'll all join. And we'll show you a thing or two.
So I suppose you have the $1.50 it takes to join?
Of course they don't. They can pay out their dues 10 cents a week, just like the rest of us. They're garment workers. They have a right to join the Garment Workers Union.
Exactly. There's my first dime. So don't go wasting it. Because this is the last money I got.
Most of you know me, but for those who don't, I'm Joe Russo. I'm an organizer for this union. The only way these girls can get better wages and fair treatment is to tie up the shirtwaist trade. And the only way they can do that is for this union to call a general strike against the entire industry. I say the girls are right.
Of course we're right. I don't allow them.
I say it's time one of those girls stood up here and spoke to us. I say it's time we heard from Anya Rosen.
Just who is Anya Rosen?
She's the one who started this strike here, man. Let Anya speak. Let Anya speak.
I haven't said much tonight.
You haven't said much at all.
Be quiet. That's right. I haven't. Because the time for talk is over. It's time to ask for what we want and fight to get it.
This is ridiculous.
It is not.
It is. How can these girls know what they want? They're not even women yet. They're just children.
If we're old enough to work in the factory 12 hours a day for 6 days a week, then we should be old enough to know what we want.
She's exactly right.
And what we want is justice and fairness. That's what we all want. If we hold out, if we can win, then it's not just the shirtwaist girls who will win. It's all of you.
We're not going to strike.
I move that starting tomorrow morning, this union supports a general strike against all the shirtwaist factories for all the girls in New York City.
Yes.
But here are no seconds. If there are no seconds, the motion dies.
I second it.
She seconded it. Can't second it.
Please.
I second it.
The motion is carried.
Pledge with me, all of you. Pledge the Hebrew oath. If I turn traitor to the cause I now pledge, may this hand wither from the arm I raise.
If I turn traitor to the cause I now pledge, may this hand wither from the arm I raise. If I turn traitor to the cause I now pledge, may this hand wither from the arm I raise.
Nice.
are presuming to tell this court, Miss some immigrant name.
My name is Anya Rosen, Your Honor, and yes, my parents immigrated from Russia.
What you're presuming to tell this court, Miss Rosen, is that a band of thugs came out of nowhere.
We know where they came from.
Silence. Came out of nowhere, beat you, and when the New York City policemen arrived on the scene, they arrested you. Is that what you're telling this court?
Yes, that is what happened.
Miss Rosen, do you really believe this court to believe that New York City policemen arrest innocent people?
We don't expect to be believed, no. That's the way of it.
You are out of order.
We're gonna put it up the on me and go ahead and shoot back to Ireland.
That can be arranged.
Your Honor, peaceful picketing of the workplace is a guaranteed right.
I do not need the child of immigrants to tell me the law.
You need someone to tell you something.
May I speak, Your Honor?
Of course, Mr. Ross. The court is always ready to listen to an upstanding citizen such as yourself. One more outburst and I will have the perpetrator forcibly removed. Is that understood? Pray proceed, Mr. Ross.
Your Honor, you can see how these girls are. They've been bothering the workers at Johansson for months now. And you know what a fine man Mr. Johansson is.
A true credit to our community.
A credit to the community.
Order! Order!
The strike's been stopping his business all over town, so sure, every now and again we bring in some outside help to try and talk some sense into the girls, but there's nothing violent about any of it.
That's a line, you know it.
I warn you, babe, remove that woman.
What are you can't just leave us.
Order! Order!
You can't keep the people down.
You have a witness to your statement, Mr. Ross.
Indeed I do, Mr. Jonathan Stoll.
Esquire.
I object.
Mr. Russo, we have been over this. You do not have the right to object to anything.
Someone needs to speak for these girls.
Then let them hire someone.
The union did hire somebody. You fired them.
I told you, I had to conduct a further investigation into credentials.
You mean I had to trump up some phony excuse to keep them out?
Insult me again, Mr. Russo, and I will personally see that you never practice law in this state. Mr. Stoll, do you swear everything Mr. Roth said is true?
I absolutely 100% swear.
Thank you.
The thing of it is, Yana, these girls, they stop up local business. They get caught out to the local jail.
Are you saying these girls are a public nuisance?
Well, what I'm saying is that I personally can't see a difference between the strikers and streetwalkers.
Order! Order! I am ready to pass sentence.
I'm sorry. We're supposed to talk. Go.
Your Honor, we request permission to address the bench.
Thank
Miss
you.
Van Meter.
And Miss Vandercourt.
Ladies, I'm sure your parents wouldn't want you to be caught up, let us say, involved in these proceedings. You can leave through my chambers. No one will even know you were here.
We want everyone to know that we're here. We're in complete agreement with the strikers. We demand to be sentenced with them.
You do not know what's going to happen.
We said we would stand with you, and we will.
But there are extenuating, let us say, mitigating circumstances.
Our family's money, you mean?
I mean, I have no reason to put you in jail.
Then we'll give you one. Judge Powell, you are an immoral,
How dare
unscrupulous,
you?
law-breaking,
You are incontent.
right-taking.
Boring old windbag.
Then you shall have your wish, ladies. Your thanks may be a bit premature. Will the other defendants please rise? A fair warning to all other strikers that if you proceed in your behavior, you shall receive the exact same punishment I am handing down to these girls. That is, in light of their conduct on the picket line, in sight of previous arrests, and what I have seen and heard in this courtroom, they shall immediately begin to spend 2 months with no possibility of parole on the women's workhouse on Blackwell's Island.
Blackwell's Island is full of dumpers and drunks and prostitutes.
And now it shall be filled with stripes. Ladies, remove the prisoners. Have a pleasant 2 months, girls.
I was so full of big words, Joe. Big talk, but now I'm scared. As scared as you said I should be.
So make it through this.
Why are we doing this, Joe? Why are we We cold and hungry and tired. Papa! Papa, you know this would happen, didn't you? You knew. Why, Joe? Why are we doing this?
Dreams are the worst of it. You think you're in one place, and when you wake up, you're in another. I keep dreaming I'm back in County Monaghan, and everything's green.
The dreams, they're the worst of it.
The waking up from the dreams.
The food's the worst of it. The raw potatoes, moldy bread, the hank of gristle from dinner.
The way your stomach twists, it knocks after you eat.
The cold's the worst of it. Scrubbing down the walls with your bare hands. That's the worst of it. 6 of us. And 1 bucket for a toilet. They won't even let us empty it every day. That's the worst of it.
The smell's the worst of it. Seeps right into your skin. The rats are the worst of it. I can hear them during the day, scratching at the walls. I can feel them watching me, waiting.
And at night, when they come out,
They crawl all over your face and arms.
Do you remember the girl that was with us those first few days?
She never said a word.
She had the white one too. We gotta buy it now. In Huddersfield. Huddersfield. That's where they bury the people without any money, isn't it? She'll be very quiet now. Hide under the snow. She made me promise I wouldn't forget her. Now promise me you won't forget us.
Clara, it'll be all right. Once you get out of here, once you feel the sun again.
I'm never getting out of here. And we don't know it.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Clara. That's the worst of it. Laying in bed every night, listening, just listening to Clara getting sicker every day. Listening to Lenore cry. I don't. You do. Every night.
I cry too. I cry for my mother, like when I was little.
My mother and sisters are living off of charity. Off of what the neighbors give them, hand to mouth. That's the worst of it.
Well, when we win the strike, you'll have the money to help them.
We're not going to win.
Don't tell us that, Anya.
We can't win.
Can't say that, Anya.
Can't you tell yourself this? Take what you can get and keep your mouth shut. That's what they told me. But I more. I don't even know why we tried.
You have to know so that you can tell us.
But all I ever gave you were dreams. And it's dreams that brought me to America, Anya. Dreams that sent me to the picket line that brought you here. That's right.
And here is where we show them what we're made of.
Dreams aren't enough anymore, Bridget.
Dreams are the only practicality when there is nothing else left.
I had a dream once. A dream of the new world. I have it still.
Then let's sing of your dream.
Sing.
Here, now. They're up there. They're waiting for the sound of our crying. They're waiting for our tears. But I say we give them the sound of our singing.
I sing the song of the society girl who came to the east side for an adventure, who came to prove she can do it, can care about something.
My mother and her mother before her and her mother before her, they all sang the song of the potato. But I sing the song of the shirtwaist. And a finer, better song it is altogether.
I sing the song of the new world.
I sing the song of County Monaghan.
I sing the song of Sarah. God told her to go out of her land, the land of her birth, to a place that he would show her. And she did. And she made it hers.
I sing the song of Ruth Stein. I sing the song of Sarah and her new land.
And I say, let them hear our song all over the tubes.
In the parlors, in the drawing room,
In the mansion.
Up the rivers.
Of all the streets and down again.
I sing the song of the cold and the rats and the gristle and the smell.
And I sing the song of the overflow bucket.
I sing the song of the jail and the thugs.
I sing the song of the judge and the mighty Mr. Johansen.
Oh, look, Clara. We're dancing. We're singing in the tombs. Sing with us, Clara. Clara? Clara? I sing. I sing the song of Clara. I sing the song of the strike. The strike. I sing the song of the immigrants. The immigrants. I sing the song of the tenements. The tenements. I sing the song of the east side. The east side. And I sing my mother's song and my sister's song. And I sing of my papa. And I sing of all the daughters of the east side and all of the brothers. And I sing of our strength and our dreams. Our strength and our dreams.
into February now, and those girls are still at it.
Justice, fairness, justice, fairness.
The snow's a foot deep, the wind's blowing them off their feet, and they are still at it.
Justice, fairness, justice.
Mixed
fairness.
marching with IDs, IDs marching with Jews, rich marching with poor.
I just don't understand it.
Fairness, justice, fairness.
Go home! Do you hear me? Get married! Leave this city in peace!
Justice, fairness, justice, fairness.
They're so weak they can barely stand, so cold they can barely move, and they are still at it!
Justice, fairness, justice, fairness.
We throw them in the tubes, they bomb and puke their guts out, and the second they get out, they go right back on the picket line.
Justice, fairness, justice.
Justice and fairness, it makes a man afraid.
Fairness, justice, fairness.
All those greenhorns from all those places a man's never heard of. Boatloads of them coming every day.
Justice, fairness, justice, fairness.
Things have never been fair. Their lives will never be just. They must know that. And yet they are still at it.
Justice, fairness, justice, fairness.
There's no possible way they can win. It's David against Goliath.
Justice, fairness, justice, fairness.
Well, you know what I mean. I could have told you those gills would never give up. I should have told you. Because I knew. Because I know those gills. The machines will rust and the factories close down long before those gills give up. Because I made the same stuff Martin Roth is. The same stuff as Rosie.
Justice, fairness, justice, fairness.
Did you know I had a sister named Rosie? She walked the picket line, Rosie did. Just sent off to the tombs, too, one of the best. Went to the tombs to see her. One told me she was stuck in a cell with 6 other girls. Lenore Van Meeren, Lila Vandercourt, Anya Rosen, Bridget Feeney, Ruth Stein, Clara.
Fairness, justice, fairness, justice, fairness.
I want to see her, is what I told the warden. I want to see my sister. I'll pay you, just let me see her. The warden said she wasn't in the tombs no more. I knew she wasn't on the picket line. Well, what do you mean? Where's my sister? Where's Rosie?
Justice, fairness, justice, fairness.
Pottersfield. My sister, dead and buried in Pottersfield. The warden told me that she said that she didn't have any family. She said she didn't have any family. So that's where Rosie is now. Clara, too. Did you know Clara? What am I saying? Of course you didn't. But I did. I know them all. Those girls, they'll die before they stop fighting. Because I know what they're fighting for.
Fairness, justice, fairness.
And a place in this world.
Fairness, justice, fairness, justice, fairness, justice, fairness, justice, fairness, justice, fairness, justice, fairness,
Just want to
justice,
settle.
fairness.
They're offering $6 a week, 10 hours a day, and overtime to work longer.
And the kickbacks to the factory boss.
No more rinsing your own machines, or the oil, or the thread.
And the crates that we sit on.
From now on, you sit on chairs.
Justice.
Fairness.
Justice, fairness, justice, fairness.
As a direct result of the shirtwaist strike of 1909, 20,000 new members joined the Ladies Garments Workers Union.
As a direct result of the shirtwaist strike, successful strikes were waged in New York, Chicago, and Milwaukee.
As a direct result of the shirtwaist strike, this and this and this happened and it's too dark for me to see.
As a direct result of the shirtwaist strike, the New York City Police Department and Judicial Department were both brought under investigation.
As a direct result of the shirtwaist strike of 1909, East Side girls began attending high school in ever larger numbers, and eventually college.
Do you know what a shirtwaist is?
Cotton blouses with high-necked collars and big billowing sleeves.
She makes the sleeves. I make the collars and the cuffs.
I make the buttonholes.
And we all snip our own thread. In the black winter of 1909, when we led and died on the picket line, we showed the world a woman could fight. And we rose and we won with a woman's might.
Please stop time.
Awesome. How much was that? Yay.